in the Eagle studio. Meghann Turner with us. Meghann, good morning.
Morning, Rennie.
We got you here today to talk about the Manitou Opera House and a concert on the way, and you guys are fresh off of a what sounded like a successful concert with the Raspberry Jam.
Absolutely. Yep. June 1st, we have Fiinn coming from Winnipeg to play for us, and they have the opening band, secured the opening band, Lakes and Pines.
There we go. And so it's going to be a mixture of Fiinn and Lakes and Pines that have some similarities in their music, but overall a bit of a different sound from each.
Yeah. So I think they both qualify as indie rock. Fiinn probably has a bit more of a driving sound, especially if they're playing from their newer full-length album. And Lakes and Pines have a bit more of an ethereal, sort of slower storytelling, but not all of it. They have quite a mix as well.
Absolutely, they do. And so, Fiinn, you mentioned that this was a band that you heard first at a festival, and you really enjoyed them, and now you're like, we have to have them at the Manitou Opera House.
Yeah, I volunteer every year at the Harvest Moon Festival, and I'm in the merch area, and I hear all the music, but when this band got on, I just stopped dead in my tracks and like a magnet went to them and thought, like, who is making this sound? It was so cohesive, so tight, such a great sound.
And it's a unique sound. Sometimes, we're talking about the difference in their albums before. Sometimes they're a little bit noisier, and sometimes they're a little quieter. Their music can really vary like that.
Yeah, and something else that's really neat about them is they use a lot of complicated rhythms. So I actually pull some of their songs and use them in my music class just to teach about irregular meter. And when I play this music for my students, I think they think I'm cool because they all stop talking and want to hear the music. They really like the music. That's
very fun. And so people will get to see them live at the Manitou Opera House along with Lakes and Pines. And this is a fundraising effort for the Opera House.
Yeah, so all of our concerts that we put on are fundraising efforts. We've got a lot of bills to pay and are just redesigning a website, which was costly. That's just to make the information more available. Tickets are $25. We would love your support. We've got lots of space left. And they're $15 for 17 years and under. Doors open at 6 p.m. There's a cash bar. And the concert with Lakes and Pines opening begins at 7 p.m.
There we go. Makes for a good Saturday night, I think.
Yeah, yeah. I know we've also got the Back 40 Festival happening on the Sunday, so we'd love the commitment, the musical commitment for a Saturday concert and a Sunday daytime festival.
It could even be the opener for your weekend with the Back 40, right?
Exactly. Prime you for a good weekend of music listening.
There we go. If people want to stay up to date with the Manitou Opera House, where can they go?
So we've still got our old website active, but as we make the transition, there's not a whole lot to access on there. You can definitely follow us on Instagram and Facebook, and probably within the month we will have quite a interactive website where you can sign up to stay in touch with all the events that are happening.
Well, we look forward to that, Meghann. Thanks so much for coming in today.
Thanks for having me.
Hey, I'm Nicole Clausen. Hopefully you enjoyed that video. If you have something you'd like to share with the Pembina Valley, we'd love to have you on the morning show. Send us an email at news@pembinavalleyonline.com. And remember, like this video and share it with your friends.